Hey beauties and cuties, welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be doing a cut crease eye with pop color. Now let's get started. And since this eye look takes me so long to do, I am going to voice over. So I am going to be doing my first eye off camera, and when I come back we'll be doing the other eye together. And since this eye look takes me so long to do, I am going to be voiceovering most of this video. First, I am going to start this look with my base for the eyeshadows using the Maybelline concealer called Ivory. Next, I am going into the Wet n Wild palette using the dark orange and packing this into the crease to get more pigment and using my dense brush. You don't want to blend this color too much or it will not look as vibrant. And by the way, this brush is amazing for the crease. It packs on the colors nicely and gives them vibrant just like the way I want it to look. Also, the Wet n Wild palette, the colors are very pigmented and so are the shimmer shades. Okay, now that I'm done with this darker shade, I'm going to be going in with a lighter shade, which I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so I am putting this lighter orange above the darker shade to help with blending out the harsh lines using my handy dandy brush. I call it that because it's super precise with putting the colors where you want them to be. I find it best for me to add a darker shadow down first, then a lighter color because it helps with the blending so I don't mess up and make the shadows less vibrant than they actually are. Now you want to go back into the darker shade of orange just to make sure you still have that beautiful transition shade showing from all of that blending. I know there are a lot of steps in this look. I am still figuring out how to use color eyeshadows and how to work with them and what brushes to use. I am showing you how it looks so far, and I'm trying my best to make sure that both eyes look somewhat the same. I'm adding more of that darker orange color because I noticed the other eye was more pigmented and vibrant than the eye I was doing. This is the last time I'm going to be using this dark shade in this look. Pretty soon we're going to be going into the cut crease. Anyways, I am going to be taking my blending brush by BH Cosmetics to blend out all the harsh lines. I'm not going in with any other eyeshadows. Just keep blending the harsh lines out to make it look seamless. To do my cut crease, I will be going back in with the concealer that I used to prep my eyes. The brush I'm going in with is a very small BH Cosmetics to make sure my cut crease is nice and perfect for the next shade of eyeshadow. This is a very important step. You don't want to pack on too much concealer or it will crease and the shadow you put on top won't stay. Also, this concealer I'm using is good for the shimmer shadows to last all day, and it's great with colored shadows to help them blend and be very vibrant. It helps shadows that don't perform well. After the concealer is dry, you want to make sure there is no creasing where you put the concealer. Then you will take the darker orange and clean up the crease in case I got concealer on my transition shades. Also, I will go back in with a lighter orange to make everything nice and blended before going into the last shadow. Using my handy dandy brush, just going in with the darker and the lighter shades to finish up all of the cut crease detailing. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now let's blend out the rest of this eyeshadow and move on to the final step to this look. Anyways, I just wanted to mention something about the brushes that I'm using. They are BH Cosmetic brushes. They are very good at blending out the shadows. I've had them for a very long time and I highly recommend them if you. Okay, now I am going into a lighter blue shimmer shade on top of my concealer that I just put down. You want to pack on the shade to get the most pigment when working with this blue shade. Now I'm going in with my finger because I decided that I needed more pigment on my eyes and my brush wasn't doing that for me. So now I am just packing it on with my finger. And now I'm going into a brown shade with one of my BH Cosmetic brushes and packing that into the crease. Just a little bit to give my eye more dimension. So I decided to dip back into that brown shade with an angled small brush and add it to the outer part of my eye just to give my eye some more depth and dimension to the look, and also it will make my eyes look bigger and lift them upwards since I have hooded eyes. So I noticed that the eye that I did on camera with you guys didn't match the one I did off camera. So now I am going into the eye that I did off camera because I noticed it needed more orange, the lighter orange, and more blending, so that way it matched my other eye. Now that the eye look is complete, I wanted to show you what I used for my brows. Usually I don't do my brows, but today I wanted to do something different, and I did them off camera. So the product I used was L'Oreal in dark brown. Okay, so to finish off this eye look, I am going in with my favorite mascara to make my eyes pop and to lengthen the lashes. We got the eye look done. Sorry I was so serious. I was concentrating. I really wanted this eye look to turn out great for you guys. But anyway, since we got that done, we are going to be moving on to foundation. Before we dive into foundation, we are going to be using the Maybelline New York Master Primer to prime the face to make sure the makeup lasts all day. I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingers, then rub it into the skin. Be careful next to your eyeshadow. Don't want to mess up the beautiful work. And watch the eyebrows as well. Now that we got that on, we are going to go into foundation. And the foundation we're going to be using today is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Pearl. And I'm gonna put maybe one pump on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of the Maybelline concealer in Ivory. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand with the foundation because the foundation is a little bit too dark. I'm just gonna apply it to the face. a little bit on my forehead. And then I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics brush 3. It's like a kabuki brush. And I'm just going to tap the foundation into the skin. Blend it down the neck a little bit so you don't have a line around your face, and it all blends nice. This foundation has good coverage. It's full coverage, but it's light. It feels like there's nothing on your skin, which is really nice. I like that. Blend up on the forehead. You want to make a little bit. Get underneath the eyes a little bit as well. I'm just trying to make sure it's all blended in. I love this foundation. It's so pretty. And there's a little bit of glowiness to the skin, which is nice. It might be from the primer. Now we are going to go in with some of my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. The brush we're going to be using for this is the BH Cosmetics 3 brush. And tap some underneath the eyes. The reason why you want to tap is you don't want to move the liquid you just put on underneath the skin. I put a little bit of extra on because sometimes my face gets oily throughout the day, just so the foundation doesn't move. Next, we are going to go into the BH Cosmetics by Tina Young palette. We're going to now put some warmth back into the face using Cocoa and a BH Cosmetics 4 brush. Tap off the excess. Put some bronzer on to warm up the face a little bit. We all want that summer glow. Summer glow, everybody. Everybody wants that summer glow. Put some on this side. Move my hair out of the way. I also like to put some on my forehead. Whoa, that does not look cute. I'll blend it out. And draw a line. I'm so glad this stuff blends out great. There's still some up here. Now that the skin is all nice and bronzed, we're going to be using Flaunt It. Yeah, go ahead and flaunt it, girl. We're going to use the BH Cosmetics 1 brush. Tap that off. Put it on the apples of your cheeks and a little bit upwards. Add some color. Add some Flaunt It. Flaunt it, girlfriend. Next, I think I'm going to put some highlight on in the same Tina Young palette. Might either go into Starlit or Luna. I might mix the two. They're right here. And I'm just going to take this BH3 brush and put some highlight here on the cheekbones. Wow. I love some highlight. I might overdo it. Put a little bit on my nose. On my cupid bow. Up here by the brows. Just a little bit. I don't put too much. Wow. I'm digging this highlight. So pretty. We are going to go into the Wet n Wild palette that I used on my eyes. We're going to do the bottom section of the eye. And I'm going to go into this dark shade right here first. I need my mirror. Tap off the excess. I'm going to go on the outer edge and blend it in just a little. I might dip in to this shade a little bit just to blend it all together. And now I'm going to take this brush right here, which is the BH Cosmetics 13 brush. I'm going to dip into this shade right here, the shimmery shade, and I'm going to put it in the corner of the eyes to open them up a little bit. Or maybe a little bit. See this shade probably on camera, but it's just going to open up the eyes just a little bit. Just like that. And now I need to figure out what kind of lips I want to do. I might swatch some. We're going to go into the BH Cosmetics Shannon XO palette. This palette is awesome. It has a eyeshadow palette on one side and lips on the other. But I'm going to go on the lip side today. And look how pretty these look. I kind of like these two right here. This one is kind of dark for this look. So I might use this bottom one right here. Let's see what it looks like first. It's like a gloss. That's pretty. I might put a little bit of gloss on top. You know, I like shimmer. A little bit of shimmer. Let me use this one. This one is called Pure Color Even 410. And it's just like a pink shimmery gloss. This. That's all I'm going to show for now. If there's any other looks you want to see, just let me know down in the comments. So this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I worked really hard on trying to put this eye look together. So if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you. Bye.